Treat her better. Gotta let go of all of our goals. We both know we ain't kids no more. Come on, man. I don't know that. So you chose up filming some newcomers. Over to the channel. Sit back, relax. You know. Let's get it. You already know what we about to do. The real problem with black suburban kids. Before we get into this video, let me just chat real quick. Listen, all right. 99% of us did not grow up rich. That's perfectly fine. However, everybody on this planet has a goal of getting rich, and you possibly can with whatever you want to do in your life. Cool. Now, you may hate on a nigga that's like, you may hate on him like, oh yeah, he just so spoiled. Why are you hating on him if his parents did good in their life? You hating on him because he in a good neighborhood and you not. Don't matter. You got the power to change it. This is some slight motivation, man. Whoever listening, like for real, like, how are you mad at somebody parents for doing what they wanted to do in their goals? Ain't saying your parents didn't do whatever they did, but nigga, obviously all parents want their children to be good or better than them. Don't hate on nobody, just keep it going. Yeah, but with the black suburbans, like, yeah, acting hood though, that's insane. Now obviously, we're not saying, oh yeah, because look, if you raised in the woods, everybody should know how to fight. Fighting does nothing, but acting tough, totally different things. I just had to yap a little bit about that. Don't hate on nobody's success. Wait your turn. Cool. His parents, her parents, got a 5-bedroom house and 4 wonderful foreign cars in a big nice neighborhood, and you don't. Cool. Make it happen.
There are 3 main issues with black suburban kids. The first one being, y'all need to be yourselves, including me. Like my brother in Christ, you don't need to act like you came from poverty for people to accept you. Like, bro, that's been such a big trend in the past couple of years. You have all of these kids acting like they thugs, they from the trap, they from the streets, they really bang.
Guarantee you not. We all know. Nigga, you're 110 to 30 pounds. A nigga in prison would pick you up one hand, slam you on the floor, do that, and do whatever. It's literally over. Do not go to jail or prison if you that weight. Or if you do, weight don't mean nothing, nigga. They can be big or whatever. Nigga, you heard them? Hey.
For real, they really went through trauma. But in all reality, they did not live that life. Like, bro, you came from a 2-parent household, gated community, had dinner on the table every single night. You over here acting like you had to eat sleep for dinner. Nigga, you're rich. You have a pet dog named Fluffles. I don't think no broke nigga has that. Talking about we ain't have a pot to piss in. Brother, you have a bidet in your toilet. And look, I do understand that everybody has a struggle. Everybody comes from something. And everybody does have problems, even if it isn't financially. But at the same time, if it's not financially, stop acting like that's your big problem. And I feel...
Yeah, exactly. See, this right here.
Financially. But at the same time, if it's not financially, stop acting like that's...
This neighborhood right here, especially. Because it's like, when I was working at Amazon, I was working for the delivery. And it's like, okay, I need to change my life. Because guess what? School of Hard Knocks, shout out to them. Because he always he asks the same questions. It's just different answers every time. So it's like, okay, well, what do you do? Who are you? How old were you made your first million? What made you get into that hunger? What made you do this and never? So it's like, okay, the best advice I got from that millionaire, he said, stick to one thing and just keep going. Because if you keep switching, you will never make no money. Obviously, you have multiple sources of income, but stick that one thing. Okay, if 1 year you say, okay, wait, I'm about to drop ship, you realize this is real life. This is not no fake gimmick, no get rich quick scheme. Okay, look, You bought the product. You bought the product. Alibaba, AliExpress. You promoting it. Zero sales, one sale. Okay, you know what? That failed. Now you're trying to go. Oh, yo, you know what? I just seen a TikTok of a girl making 100K a year just from doing Airbnbs and whatever she do. Now you're trying to do that. No, stick to one thing. Now, but then when I was at this delivery, one good thing about delivering is like you gonna see these good houses. And I'm like, wow, what do these niggas do to just afford this lifestyle? I'm seeing 4 cars, 4 foreigns, long driveways. I've seen the spiral staircases, the black houses. I'm like, that just altered something in my brain that just made me even more hungry. I'm like, oh, I got to do this. This is what I'm gonna do. Now yeah. We don't work there, man. We self-employed, man. I'm making my money. Feel me? We making money out here, man. What's going on?
That's your big problem. And I feel like it's really disrespectful to the people who actually live that
Oh my
lifestyle.
goodness.
Acting
Are
like
we
that's your
lagging?
big problem. And I feel like it's really disrespectful to the people who
Hold
actually
on.
live that lifestyle and trying to get into the position that you are in. Be appreciative of what you had and what your parents
See?
worked for. Because cosplaying a broke person is one of the corniest things you can do. And I feel like a big part of this trend came from rap music. I'm gonna keep it a beat. Because that type of music made that fast type of lifestyle that's trapping and scamming. It made it look fun and enjoyable, bro. Like, you can't tell me that you don't feel like going on a drill after listening to a King Von song. Like, the shit he was doing was fucked up, but gosh, that was making that shit look fun. Like, he made O Block sound like a Disneyland resort, bro. Like, that is not okay. But because of that type of music, it made that whole thugging and trapping and hood lifestyle seem cool. So now, Surburban now want to be a part of that.
Not here to sell you some pipe dream or get rich quick nonsense. Actually, I don't promise you anything at all. I don't promise.
I want to be a part of that fast lifestyle. And because these suburban boys want to do this whole process started a thing that I like to call cap rap, which is pretty self-explanatory, but if you don't understand, it's basically lying about every single thing said in your rap song. For example, I'm finna show y'all a person that y'all probably already know, a pretty popular rapper by the name of Lil Tech. He's known for amazing music. Here's the thing, he caps a whole lot in his rap.
I got a pack, hit him and do it again. And I'm friend. I have a girlfriend. I don't have no young ladies. Don't DM me. I got bands when I'm flying to France, drinking till it land. Nah, I never went to France. You got a man, know what I do to your mans. No, I ain't shooting the hands. Took an airline, took one again. Crashed a Rari, so I hopped in the Benz. I don't even drive. I don't even know how to drive. I got 2 twin Glocks, turn you to a dancer. I don't.
Exactly. Y'all are at this age. Now certain ages just require stuff. It's like, yeah, it's not a rush, but it's like, you should, it's not a rush to get a license. I mean, it's either you start early or you don't. I got mine at 18. Wait, actually, no, I didn't. I got it at 19, actually. But I didn't start driving till 18, though. Nigga, the first time I was scared. I'm like, wait, hold on. My heart is racing. And then the dumb idiots honking. Or they just move around you, trying to make you embarrass you. So it's like, yeah, we all had that problem when we first started driving slow. Cause like, okay, I don't want to crash this. Just hold on now. I'm having a panic attack. My heart is beating fast. I'm sweating. No. But yeah, y'all should start getting your license. I'm talking to you, Miss or Mister. I'm talking to you. Talking to you.
I don't have no straps for nobody.
That nigga was talking about, I don't even drive. Why would I have a Rari? That funny, bro. I will say one thing, though. Even though he does cap in his rap, I do appreciate that he actually calls himself out. Most of your favorite rappers don't do this. For example, even though he isn't black, a popular person who did this was 6ix9ine, and we seen how that ended up.
It was already supposed to happen.
Listen, I don't know what kind of gun that is.
Also, Lil Yachty did this in the past, but they all did this because gangsta rap was cool. But in all reality, I feel like all of that shit is lame because you should just represent where you from. Represent your bourbon. Represent your...
Yeah, like, who is the street rappers? Dirk, Gucci, Jeezy, Kevin Gates, Boosie. That's all I know. Yep. Nobody else is really no street rapper though.
Your gate. Bro, be who you are. Stop trying to claim something you're not from. Being suburban and being safe and having a stable lifestyle is cool because you don't got to stress about the things that those other people with that type of lifestyle have to stress.
Nigga, you can go outside with a handful of water money. Nobody would care. The neighbors is making equally as you or even more. They don't care. You can pull up in a Hellcat in your driveway, black, a trap rapper. Do you think the Hellcat is going to get broken into? That's all I just want to just answer that question. Do you think it's going to get stolen out?
Peace and comfortability is a good thing. But for some reason, these people just don't understand that. Over here talking about, were those gunshots or fireworks? Brother, you live in a gated community. Over here trying to make drill music when you come from a suburban home. Straight fallacies and misinformation over this beat. Oh, we had to make syrup sandwiches for dinner. Brother, you only know what that is because of that Kendrick Lamar song. Oh, some days I ain't know if the lights were going to turn off. Brother, you have LED lights in your room. What are you talking about? And all of this type of shit really hits home to me because I was one of these people, like hardcore, every single one of these type of people. Bro, when I was younger, I wanted to be hard so bad. I looked up to a lot of different rappers.
I never wanted to do that. Never. That just requires too much work. Then it's like you trying to impress. Oh yeah, especially niggas would impress the hoes by doing that. Please don't do that. I'm talking. If you're doing that to me in front of them, and then they always gonna do it. They say they're gonna try to act classy, sipping on whatever they drinking in a glass, crossing their legs like ladies. Congrats. Then they do this little chuckle like, and then because you're looking at them, you just embarrass your mans. I'm gonna embarrass both of us. I'm just gonna hit you like this, and just stand there waiting for you to do something. Don't do that. You're not. I'm like, nigga, you not like that. I know your mom. Your mom name is, make up a name. Nigga, your mom name is Keisha. Your daddy is in jail. You not like that, my boy. Come on, your mom raised you right, my nigga. You had AB on the roll. Stop. Oh, yeah. No security checking me, man. You already know what's on my hip. Nigga, you're not gonna shoot that. And if you did, you shot it by accident. And then, guess what? Worst come to worst, the nigga end up dying. You going to jail and you're gonna cry.
I just wanted to be known as that. Even though I have a loving family and both parents in my life and I live in a good suburban neighborhood. I also live in Nashville, Tennessee. And if you know anything about Nashville, come on, bro. Like, I don't know who I was fooling. But I was so invested into making people think I was hard. Like, I would talk different, act different. I even made music about drilling, shooting, trapping at the ripe age of 13. Like, what are we talking about? Talking about I got shooters that will blick you down, on Fortnite. And I was just one of them stereotypical kids talking about doing crimes. Brother, I was a good kid. An outstanding citizen. Only crime I've ever committed was stealing like 5 Nerf bullets from Walmart. And as soon as my mom found out, she promptly whipped my ass and made me return it to the store. I had a very good upbringing and it was very disrespectful to my parents to even play.
That's the thing though. 2-parent households is very important in a male's life. A woman cannot raise a man to be a man. A woman cannot raise a boy to become a man. It's impossible. You are a woman. That's just like saying me teaching my daughter how to become a girl or a woman. I know of some things of y'all. I don't know everything. Tell your mom that. I'm not a woman. I don't know. So it's like, that's literally impossible. Like, obviously, yes, your mom can do the best that she can to provide for you and treat you the way and do whatever. But it's like, nigga, if you don't got no father figure, stepdad, uncle that talks to you once a week or nothing, nigga, you gonna fall into a trap. Because you are the environment that you in. Necessarily sometimes. Okay, if you in the hood and you playing football and you doing good, however you got peer pressure to hang out with your friends, that's not good friends, and they robbing, jacking cars, that's the person you're gonna become. Because you don't have no father figure. If you had a dad or a father figure, you would not be doing this. That's all I'm saying, man. That's it. But yeah, these are nice homes. And then I realized, I'm like, wait, you know what? Modern homes. This is a hot take. I like modern homes over Tuscan houses though. Like yeah, Tuscan houses they had their time, and I'll still get one too. To feel like wow, I'm in a Drake and Josh movie. This is my house. Look, but I like modern houses though. I do like the layout, man. For sure.
Play like I did. But I was trying to be cool, and I thought that was the way to do it because that was the trend during that time. I understand why I thought that way, but at the same time, I should have just been myself. But I'm glad that I eventually came to terms with my suburban lifestyle and finally started to really appreciate the blessings and cherishes of my life. And of course, I'm not the only person who has fallen into this problem, right? I'm just lucky that I got out of it before it was too late. But not everybody can say the same thing. And eventually, they end up ruining the privilege that they was born into, which is problem number 2. Some of us fake it until we actually make it, but it ends up ruining our lives because it wasn't meant for us. All right, I'm gonna keep it a beam with this one. I got so many former homies that just start selling. They just start selling gas, serving, whatever. It's like, brother, why? Your name is Jonathan. You're a good boy. Be a good kid. And then these niggas will gaslight themselves into getting straps, talking about, yo,
Exactly. Niggas would sell 3.5, made 120 off that. This nigga think he Franklin Saint or whatever. Think he Al Capone with some shooters. Nigga, your shooters, they're not no shooters, man. Relax. But it's like, okay, if that's your life, go ahead. And you want to know what? You know what black people do? We'll be like, I mean, just do what you want. I mean, but I'm not telling you. That's what we say. We don't say. You know what? I just hope that you do good or whatever. We're gonna. We just say. I mean, if you want to keep doing it, you can do it. I mean, I'm not for. I'm just going. But then and 2 weeks later, hey, bro, man, go ahead and bomb me out, man. Rubbing their head like, yeah, man, I messed up, bro. They caught me. Respectfully, bro. Nah, because I told you not to do this.
I ain't gonna lie, with this type of lifestyle, I gotta be protected. If you gotta be protected for this type of lifestyle, why would you get into it? Like, brother, you went to a private school. Why are you selling drugs? And I'm gonna keep it a beam. A lot of the reasons why they did a lot of this shit is because 1, it was cool, but 2, they wanted quick money and they didn't want to get a fucking job. Like, brother, go fill out a job application, please. I promise you, it's not that hard.
I think I'll generally lose my mind if I work any fast food. But like I said, I never wanted to work fast food because I don't want to know the secrets. Then I might not eat there again. That's the main thing. I don't want to know. Cool, whatever you're doing at McDonald's, keep it that way. I don't even eat it that much anyway. But when I do, it's good. Sometimes I do feel like balling. Let me just get a little double quarter pounder with the cheese. Obviously, hot take. I think the orange Fanta. I call it Fanta orange. The Fanta orange is way better than the Sprite. That's just me though. Yeah, man, I'm getting happy because I'm just thinking about this. McDonald's being good though.
But something everybody wants to be a white and actually that's a lie. It's just a stupid TikTok trend. Nobody really wants to be that. But again, trends like that, the YN trend really just glorify that trapping, scamming, fast type of lifestyle that shouldn't be glorified. I had this one friend who was a straight A student. Very cool guy. I used to play basketball with him back in the day. And one day he just moved out of my neighborhood and we kind of fell off after that, right? Until one day I was scrolling on Instagram and I seen his mugshot on one of the local news accounts. And when I read the description, it fucking alarmed me. Because the reason why he got arrested is because he was facing a double homicide and there was outstanding evidence for the case.
Outstanding.
I chose Job Corps because first,
That's how he paused it.
that's first and foremost.
Come on.
Yeah, that nigga's going to jail for life. And he grew up in the same neighborhood that I grew up in. Both parents in his life. How did that happen? But apparently he started selling and the deal went bad and that's just what happened. And now he'll probably lose his freedom. It's unfortunate.
But that's the thing though. As a man, it's 2 things that you just can't be as a grown man. You can't be no coward and you can't be broke. That's it. I get it though. A nigga ran off on you. That's disrespectful. That's very disrespectful. You deserve to be dead though. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's just the rules. I mean, you ran off on the plug. You deserve. It's like, hey man, that's just y'all though. See, look how slow it's loading. See,
And
look.
scary, but at the same time, that's the future for a lot of y'all YNs. Y'all think it's sweet, right? You literally started at a higher totem pole than everybody else. Somehow you still f***ed it all up, and now you're at the bottom. This is actually problem number 3. People won't let us be us. For some reason. Okay, we're back now. Okay, let's get to it. For some reason, some people think that this is what a black man's supposed to be. A thug, ratchet, hoodlum, or a YN. And if you're not this, or you don't want to be this, you're not really black, you're kind of whitewashed. Because for some reason, when you talk proper or just like different things in general, different types of food or like different type of music, then the majority masses, you're whitewashed. It's a very weird thing that we do in our community, and it's fucking disgusting. How can somebody not be black and just being themselves? This is a big thing that happens to a lot of suburban black kids. And this, okay, I'm gonna just be a fucking honest. I have black parents just like you have black parents. Yes, we were raised in different principles and premises, but we're still the same people. It doesn't matter who I grew up hanging around, what I like doing. I'm still a black person. I was watching this video the other day, right? It was about this black girl, and she was just venting about how she feels weird about being a nerdy black girl and how other people treat her so differently.
Man, respectfully, F them. Respectfully, F them. Like I said, P.S. I don't curse because I'm still in my parents' house. I do have very much respect for them, and obviously when I do get my own place, nigga, I'm airing it out. And sometimes they be watching my videos, so it's just respect, and you never want to curse in front of your parents and do all that. So like that's why I never really curse on the channel, because I'm still in their house, their rules. Just respect. I do have siblings, so they know how they be. Oh yeah, mommy, he just cursed. They have to hear that. I ain't even about to do that. So like, but respectfully, F them though. Nigga, if you want to be nerdy, you want to be the anime kid that runs Naruto like this, jumping off trees. If you want to do that, go. You want to, because I'll be seeing them too. In high school, the white kids, they just be sitting there. They be so peaceful. They don't have a bother in the world. They just be so relaxed. They just have a blanket. They just sit on they sit in crisscross applesauce in the grass, reading or whatever. It's like, nigga, do what you do. But yeah, that is kind of peaceful though. Just enjoy the air, the birds chirping.
Just look at her weird because she's who she is. They was calling her whitewashed because she was well-spoken, calling her weird because she wasn't trying to go to functions and shake ass, just because somebody doesn't want to act hard.
Yeah, I seen that on the 20v1. First off, I'm gonna never go in there. I'm not going on there. I'm not gonna humiliate myself or humiliate you. That's the thing. Cause look, y'all be dressing so good or dressed to impress, just for a girl to say, "Oh yeah, you're not my type," and then they just keep popping the balloons. What do? You're embarrassed. You're the laughing stock of the video. Nobody did not like you. And then it's like, okay, then when you get mad, you're gonna try to roast her. Nigga, you shouldn't have even signed up for it. Oh yeah, and obviously when the show ends, I'm not talking to neither one of y'all. That's just for content. I don't want none of y'all, respectfully.
And own a gun or shake ass at a party doesn't mean that they're any less black.
And that's the thing too. I don't want my girl to smoke. I don't want her to drink, cause I don't do those things. I just seen that on 20v1 too, where Nardo Wick. This girl said, "Oh yeah, you like to have fun. You be going to parties. Do you smoke? Do you drink?" He said, "No, I'm lame." And then she said, "Oh yeah, And she said, "Oh yeah, that's lame." He said, "Yeah, I'm just a lame person." Exactly, bro. I don't do none of those.
Black. We should fucking eradicate that from our culture. That girl I was just talking about, she's perfectly black. She's actually beautiful. If you are suburban, don't feel the need to act like you're not. Be who you are. Black culture is strong. It's beautiful. Everybody admires. And we as a younger generation of black people are glorifying the
goodness. Hold on.
Beautiful. Everybody admires. And we as a younger generation of black.
Yeah, the 90s fine. It just can't. I don't think no woman can't. I don't think no woman can ever get. No woman, no eras is finer than the 90s. Who's that? That's Beyonce. Yeah, all these bad. I can pick either one. It don't matter. Yep. I mean the 2000 girls, 2000s actresses versus 2010s actresses. I don't know. Yeah, 90s. Yep. They are bad.
Black people are glorifying the bad parts way more than we should be glorifying the good parts. Our culture isn't ratchet shit. It's us. We decide what it is. So don't put yourself in a box that you think you should be in. Be you. Because me and you are the culture. We represent what people think of us as black people. Not the rap music, not the thought music, not Sexy Red or King Vaughn, and especially not any other race. Be you. Because in order for this to change, we need to start repping our birth instead of repping some hood that you don't even live near. So rep your gate. Follow my Twitch if you like hearing me talk about topics like this. Follow the Instagram, second channel, Snapchat, blah, blah, blah. You get the point. Stay blessed. I love you. Shoot.
All right, man. Stay blessed. Very good video. And we wrapping it up, guys. I already told y'all. Don't hate on no nigga that they parents did good and successful. Continue doing you, man. You're gonna grind. Stay focused. I mean, the discipline is the hardest thing because, like, you just once the check hit, you're tempted to buy stupid stuff, but don't. And with the black Suburbans, come on, bro. You got two parents, right? Your mom go to church every Sunday. You know they don't play. Come on. You know that they gifted you a Mercedes or whatever car that you wanted because you got straight A's. Relax. Come on, bro.